You ever been super fat and lost a bunch of weight? Or have you ever known somebody who got super fat and lost a bunch of weight? How was that process? What was it like? Was it easy? It's cake? Just wake up one day, oh man, you know what? I'm 100 pounds overweight. I think I'm just gonna drink a water or two. I should have it all off by dinner time. Or was the process ugly, hard? Did it involve a lot of sweat, a lot of alarms, a lot of sore knees, sore muscles, a lot of skipped desserts? Was it ugly? Of course it was. Change is ugly. You ever known somebody, maybe you yourself have struggled with substance abuse? Maybe you drank too much, drugs, whatever the case may be. By the way, if you ever overcome something like that, or you're struggling to overcome it right now, I applaud you. I'm very proud of you. But was that easy? Get over that? Or is it hard? It's hard. But why is it hard? Because changing the way things are is hard, especially positive change. Negative change is easy. If I'm drinking too much, and Lord knows I have at periods of time in my life, if I'm drinking too much and I decide, you know what, I'm gonna mix in some weed, well, that's easy. I could do that pretty easily. But if I'm drinking too much and I want to stop, I want to live healthier, improve my blood pressure, sharpen my mind, that gets more difficult now, doesn't it? Change is hard. Now, right now, we're about 2 minutes into the show, and you're probably nodding along, saying, well, yeah, I agree. Yeah, totally agree. I don't think a single person watching me right now disagrees with anything I've said. Okay, then let me ask you this. Why do I see so much complaining about the big fight going on right now in Congress to be Speaker of the House? I've seen person after person on the right, not the left, the right, person after person saying things like, this makes us look bad, oh, this is ugly, oh, we should stop, we should quit, this makes us look terrible. Well, do you think that the GOP, the low-T GOP, who has betrayed you and abandoned you over and over and over and over again for 2-3 decades now, just a completely useless party that sold you out at every turn? Do you think all those establishment types there, do you think they're just going to walk away? Is that what you think? Do you think that changing them is going to be like changing a light bulb? I've got news for you. Change, the kind of change we need in this country, both within the Republican Party and nationally, is going to be difficult. It's going to be impolite. It's going to involve fighting, ugly fighting, sometimes public fighting. It's going to involve hurt feelings. It's going to involve maybe looking bad to the media. Are you ready? I hope you're ready. Because as I've told you time and time and time and time again, there's no polite way out of where we are. You understand that, right? It doesn't exist. There's not a polite way. There was a polite way. When the communist tree was just getting planted in this country, and it just had a couple little roots in there. Oh, we could have taken care of it if we had been aggressive and smart, popped that bad boy out of the ground. No big deal. When the tree has been growing roots year after year after year after year, and now they're all over the lawn, I've got news for you. You're going to have to lose some grass to get that tree out of there. That's just the way it goes now. There's no polite way out of this. So I don't care which side you fall on this big fight right now. I don't care that much who's speaker anyway, as I explained yesterday, because the GOP is totally useless. So it's not really necessarily about that. It's about so many people being uncomfortable with the fight, period. I mean, do you think Mitch McConnell's just going to get sick of all this and walk away?
I asked permission if I could say something nice about him. I didn't want to. I said I campaigned for him or against him, whichever helped him most. But Mitch, it wasn't easy, and to get this done, and it wouldn't have gotten done no matter all the work so many others have done. And by writing the legislation and dropping it in. It wouldn't have happened without your hand. Leader McConnell, I don't agree on everything. In fact, we disagree on a lot of things. But here's what matters. He's a man of his word. When he gives you his word, you can take it to the bank.
You sure that guy's going to walk away? Out there getting kudos from the Democrat press, making sure his $1.7 trillion pork bill with every despicable handout possible. Do you think Mitch McConnell's going to wake up tomorrow morning and say, you know what, guys, I'm sick of this. This power stuff, money and power ain't for me. I'm going back to Kentucky, do some farming. Or do you think it's going to be an uncomfortable, impolite process to get rid of the old establishment guard that's currently preventing anti-communists from getting anything done? It's going to be uncomfortable. Not just the fight for Speaker, not just the fight for Senate Majority Leader. The fight for everything right now that we've lost in this country is going to be uncomfortable. I actually saw Trump put out a statement about pro-lifers. We're but 2 months after the election, so no one's even really talking about the midterms anymore. Trump comes out with some public statement saying, it wasn't my fault. That's how he started it. It wasn't my fault. Very inspiring, very inspiring. It wasn't my fault. And then he goes on to blame Mitch McConnell for the elections, which he's not wrong about that. But then he blames the abortion issue, claiming it was handled poorly by many Republicans. They firmly insisted on no exceptions. So the problem we have now is people who are pro-life. That's the problem. The problem we have is it got too uncomfortable out there. Guys, I want to be pro-life until it gets uncomfortable, and then screw them kids. Is that what we are now? Is that bold? Is that anti-communism? No. The truth is we aren't impolite enough. We haven't made the other side uncomfortable enough. Have you ever once seen a Democrat in the modern day era say, guys, this is going too far. Suburban women won't be comfortable. This isn't, guys. You've never seen that once. You know why? To their credit, the communist believes. The communist believes in his religion, and he pushes and fights hard for his religion. And he doesn't take even a single moment to pause and look around and, is this popular enough to, should we take a poll? Show of hands, guys, do you like this? You never see it. The communist moves forward. The communist goes forward with what he believes is right at all times. Us? No. We always worry. Is this popular? Are we popular enough? I mean, I know it's babies' lives, but I don't want to be unpopular with soccer moms. Barf. Be bold. Democrats, you know what they're doing? Well, FDA will allow pharmacies to dispense abortion pills so people can kill their child with a pill. And Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker just signed a law saying children can have abortions without telling their parents. So while we worry about, are the soccer moms comfortable? Be quiet, pro-lifers. The pro-abortion ghouls are busy moving full steam ahead without a single moment of, is this popular? Is this not popular? Listen to them on MSNBC.
Yasmin's making a really good point. And another thing that I saw on the campaign trail is that for a lot of women, for a lot of voters, these issues were linked. Abortion is also an economic issue, right? I mean, we know.
Sure it is.
People who need access to abortion care are mothers.
They're not stopping. They're not slowing down. You know what they are doing? They are incentivizing their street mobs out there to firebomb pro-life centers across the United States of America, and their army at the FBI isn't even bothering to make an arrest. Not one arrest of all the pro-life centers and churches arrested. Are they sitting around right now in some meeting? Guys, have we poll tested this? I don't want to be unpopular. No, they believe they move forward, full steam ahead. So back to what we talked about at the very beginning of the show. This old, ugly, weenie, low-T GOP mindset we have. I don't want to fight. I don't want to be uncomfortable, be quiet, pro-lifers, all these things. It must go. We must purge the mindset. We've talked about this so often. The problem the right has is a mindset problem. We have spent decade after decade after decade being very polite losers, being better than them. Well, we can't violate our principles, guys. Hey, let's not fight. Let's not move forward. It's not popular. Let's not. What about let's do? What about let's be bold, stand for something, stand for what's right because we are right and they are wrong? How about that?
Support the First TV today and get instant access to exclusive specials like Who is Ron DeSantis, The History of FBI Scandals, and America's Worst Presidents. Visit thefirsttv.com/support or download the First TV app to become a supporter and start watching today.